Last year, as we were trying to decide what our priorities would be moving forward for joint force development, as we were trying to assess the risk that we currently had in meeting our national security objectives, we came upon looking at the 4 state threats that you talked about: Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea, and violent extremism. It's important to say that we didn't look at that as a predictive tool. In other words, that wasn't to imply that we were going to fight Russia, China, North Korea. We certainly were in a fight against violent extremism. But what we believed was that if we prepared the joint force to deal with one or a combination of those challenges, we would have the right amount of capability and capacity to deal with most assuredly was the unexpected. I mean, what I tell people is that if there's one thing I've learned in 40 years of active duty, it's a degree of humility about our ability to predict the future. And so the one thing I know is that what we'll deal with in the future is probably not one of the 4+1. But again, when you look at the capabilities represented by those 4+1, and particularly today, violent extremism, it gives you the full spectrum of challenges we may face. And so what I tell our folks is, look, you have to buy into the assumption that if we build a joint force benchmarked against that 4+1 framework, we'll have in it the inherent capability, responsiveness, and flexibility to deal with the unexpected.